What's up guys, Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Today we are doing another Kahdei game, rank 1 OCE, because, the last game we watched from him was so fun, and he played an even crazier game this game. I just took a peek at the late game board and I said, I don't know how he even ended up on what he ended up, so I'm very, very excited to see what happened to this game, because it looks crazy. We're in a gold subscription game, so obviously we're going to get a lot of gold this game. This in some ways influences the comp that you want to play, means that, you want to play a comp that caps out high, a comp that can use a lot of gold. Stuff like one cost reroll tends to be weaker in portals like this, as long as the one cost reroll can't use the extra gold. But yeah, you just don't want to play a low cap comp in this portal. So we'll see what we want to go for here. Have the Trundle 2 already, which is great. Have, kind of AP items here. So we have the Lux. Not at all interested in even fielding the Tristana to farm here. And I think it makes sense. This is a really good way. I always talk about, you want to let your items influence what early game you want to play for. And how are we ever going to play Tristana from this spot? All right, first augment here. I see a lot of trash personally. Shop glitch, you could think about maybe playing some kind of reroll comp here. I love that I can just hit this and go look at our board here. It's so beautiful. But yeah, I don't really like shop glitch in this spot. Renata reroll from it I think is solid, but we have the Archangels, but not much else. And then we don't really have the units to play for it is the main thing that we have to worry about. Also, I can keep clicking on this and just blow up the game. Everything else kind of sinks though. I hate Clear Mind. I don't really like Sniper's Nest either. So we're just going to reroll. Probably leave shop glitch as your last option. Okay, and then we get BRB, which is like an okay option here. Crown guarded, fine. I would think about BRB in this spot here. And yeah, we are actually going to set up our board for the BRB. We'd love to put a bruiser unit on the left here, but we don't have one. So probably just going to be this into BRB. I have to imagine. We'll see though. And yeah, we do take the BRB here. I think this makes sense. I think our other options were pretty bad. We can do a full lobby scout here. Let's just do it at the start of next round, actually, because we can pause. The pause function is so nice here, though. I don't know why we're so low. I didn't do this. Like we're okay. Oh, Kahdei did this. Okay, it's not my fault. Yeah, let's just do a quick pause here. Whoops. Those are just some games I have recorded. But yeah, let's just do a quick scout here and see. So Void Color player, Salvage Bin, BRB, Sort Crest, Rebel Crest, Epoch, pumping up. Okay, so a Sort player, Rebel player, yeah, and then another BRP player actually who we're gonna run into, and then we'll see actually. We should probably lose to them, right? They have more trade set than us, but we'll see there when we end up getting there. But yeah, Rebel guy. I do feel bad for the Sort guy and the Rebel guy. They are obviously going to both be contesting Zoe. And if there's another person in this lobby who is all considering Sorks, Kahdei certainly. We talked last VOD about how Sorks is so contested these days. So it's really troublesome to, be in a spot like this and try to contest that comp. And I think, this is the exact same. We're in the exact same spot. Like we once again. Have an AP start that looks pretty good, and you would want to, play Sorks from this spot. But with a Sork +1 or Rebel +1 player, how are you ever going to play Sorks in this spot? I just don't know. We get to the Cassiopeia in here once again. Just, for people who haven't played around BRB that much, always your left unit is getting fielded because you're naturally leveling to 4 and it has to field a unit, so it's always your leftmost unit. We have lost streaked here, but actually not that badly. We won on 2-1 against Pure, so we don't actually have that much to go on. We're just gonna take belts here. I was curious about what the item priority is here. I guess the idea is like AP makes sense from this spot, but you're really open to a lot of different options here, especially based on what the anvils are. Now, I'm also curious to see, are we going to pop these anvils? Because I've seen people do this before, and I think this makes a lot of sense to just not pop these anvils this round here. Yeah, I think this makes perfect sense. I think it is actually a mistake to pop anvils on 2-5 generally when you take this augment, because we're on a loss streak already. We took this augment. We're loss streaking. So who cares about these next 2 fights? Ideally, especially because we're fighting this Chemberry guy, we'd like to lose this fight. And that is certainly a mistake from them. Wow. They blew it. For Chemberry, and how did they... their board was just too good. They just couldn't oversack. They were level 4, and Kahdei's board was just I'm kind of blown away by just 4 Chembear and actually lost no combat augment. Obviously, Kahdei has no combat augment as well. I mean, I wonder if they could have positioned worse. I feel like they must have been able to position worse in that fight. I mean, that's really rough for them because they lose their Chembear in stacked. Honestly, I can go back. Why not go back? I want to go back here and actually look at this fight real quick and see what that player positioned like, because I don't understand actually how they managed to win this fight. I mean, okay, so I mean, my thought was, yeah, you want this that guy to get focused down first. The problem is actually just the Renata didn't get focused down after that. I mean, maybe the idea is you just, yeah, I mean, honestly, had they swapped Singed and Renata, they probably would have lost this fight because Singed would have died, or Singed and Rennie here. It's actually really unfortunate fight RNG that Rennie cast there as well. Okay, so, I mean, unfortunate fight RNG, but actually did come down to positioning, I would say, as well. Had they had Singed on the other side, or just had some better way of inting, then, you know, they actually could have lost that fight. But yeah, I mean, the Rennie tanking for the Renata is really what sealed the deal. Maybe they could have even just entered the Renata first before that, but I don't know. I think it does make sense what they did to into the jumping guy, the Smeech. But okay, in any case, we have made it through this stage. Once again, I think it makes perfect sense to greed these anvils because we want to wait and see what items we get here before we use the anvils and use that as direction here. I would say, I mean, spot-wise here, we can do a quick Academy item check and see Bramble IE. I mean, perfectly solid. I mean, this to me screams something like a Heimerdinger game. We have the blue buff, you know, just blue buff Warmogs, and then, you know, like Declaw, hold this for like Sunfire or something, Rod for AP item. I mean, it looks very, very solid. I guess we have we had Bramble coming, right? I mean, so Warmogs, Declaw, Bramble are your items. I mean, I wouldn't mind that at all, but we'll see. We'll see what Kahdei wants to go for in this spot here. Gonna fit Scrap onto the board now. Looking at items, I mean, you could start. If we were going that option, you could, I mean, yeah, take Gunblade for the Heimerdinger, and then Guardbreaker as well. Can go into Ez, can go into Heimer. I mean, it certainly seems like that's what he's thinking as well here. Makes the Redemption interesting. Okay, so maybe not, actually. Maybe not. And so we're just going to go Gunblade and then Guardbreaker here. And I mean, with Redemption, that means we probably don't want to play Heimer because we just killed our blue buff. So we'll see. He did end up making Spark, so he's thinking some kind of AP option. I mean, don't tell me we're going to play another game of Dominators here. Powered Shields, Big Grab Bag, Sated Spellweaver here. I mean, you don't really want more items from Big Grab Bag. I don't really... Oh. 71 HP forward thinking is horrifying. I mean, okay, he's going to go for it. He's going to... I am down for this. We're going to be so rich. It's a bit scary because obviously we're going to lose a lot this stage. But this augment, I know everybody rates this augment so highly these days. And yeah, he is kind of forced to go for the double slam here. Makes the gargoyle. Going to throw this tier here. You got to save as much HP as possible because we're already 71 HP. We have to wait so many rounds to get this right. 5 player combats. I mean, if we're losing every single one, that's a lot of HP. Though I do see a glimmer of hope here. We win this fight versus Pure. This is huge for us, actually. Every fight that we win in this spot is just insane because we need to be as healthy as possible going into this cash out. And if you lose 5 combats at 71 HP, all of a sudden you're like 20 HP. So but winning the first, that means we only have 4 combats left to live at this point. That's putting us then at like 30 HP. Now we're feeling a lot better, though we still have to avoid those really big losses. The other thing is that our board just kind of stinks. We don't have many upgrades. I mean, yeah, if we rotate into a board like this, the Sork +1, boom, that's a big loss, down to 61 HP. 3 more losses, potentially. We'll see what we end up going. The nice thing is we do get to handpick our item off Carousel here, and unit off Carousel here. He is going to pick up the Dr. Mundo, so... Is Kahdei just a Dominators enjoyer? Is this guy just forcing Dominators every game? Because, I mean, this certainly looks like... I mean, he's taking the Mundo here. He's taking what looks like a Shojin to me. I mean, it certainly looks like he really wants to play another Dominators game, which is crazy. Gonna pick up the Blitzcrank as well, yeah. I mean, Kahdei must think that Dominators are better than they look, unless this is some kind of... In OCE, they're playing a patch ahead. But obviously that's not the case. Fighting level 7 here. I mean, this is never what you want to see. The upside, actually, though, is that we didn't aggro onto the set, which means we're going to kill a few units. Had we, you know, started the fight aggroed onto the set, we'd probably kill, you know, maybe just the set, maybe not even the set. But we actually ended up killing 4 here. It's fantastic news for us. Pick up the Elise here. I mean, that's beautiful to play into the Dominators comp. I mean... Is it really going to be another Dominators game? I mean, Kahdei must be saying, you know, we banked all of this gold. Does this show actually what we... Yeah, we have 132 gold coming. that is enough gold certainly to hit the Dominator's board and then, you know, potentially push levels past that. So, you know, Kahdei must say, like, in a similar way, last game when we had all of that extra gold to play with, you know, if we can get to that board and then, you know, push 9, the comp can still cap as high as any other comp. So we lose another fight, down 44 here. We got one more fight to lose. So like I said, that 30-ish HP estimate is looking about accurate here, but we'll see. I mean, maybe we'll win with the Zyra 1 carry. Probably not. Also, he's holding on to the Morgana. I mean, I have to imagine, yeah, that this is another Dominator's angle from Kahdei. He really likes this angle for whatever reason. All right, up to 20 golds here. We are obviously going to be very, very rich very soon. We also get a ton more items here. We are still missing Heal Cut, so, you know, Morellos or Sunfire, both very reasonable options. Going to pick up the Guard Breaker here and the Morellos, and then probably not going to slam a Sunfire as well. But yeah, I mean, a Guard Breaker Enjoyer, I mean, this is just one of the best damage items in AP comps for the past, I don't know, infinite sets since it became an item. And down to 30 HP. My estimate was exact. I'm a beast. All right, we're gonna pause here, but I do want to point out one of the most important things in this spot is just to take something quickly. The item collector looks fantastic because we are so rich items wise here. Little buddies seems, you know, fine, not great in dominators. But one of the most important things is to take something quickly here because we need to full pivot this round. I see a lot of people make this mistake where they say, it's 4-2, you know, do I want to pick the perfect augment? I have 132 gold to roll, more than that actually, 150 gold, obviously, okay, like 100 gold to roll in this spot. You need to pick an augment within like 2 seconds here. So let's see how quickly Kahdei does this here. He takes a sec on it. I'm surprised he didn't, I'm surprised with how long he's actually taken this. Bronze for life, I mean, I guess you can take that. Yeah, and oh, wow. Moonlight is the take here. All right. Kahdei is cooking in this spot. I knew he cooked, but I didn't know he cooked this hard here. But yeah, I'm surprised at actually how long he took. Now let's look at this roll down here. Fitting in Black Rose. Nami here picks up the Mordekaiser. Fantastic here. I mean, if he wants to play Dominators, that's something. Are we not rolling more? I'm shocked at how little we're rolling here. Does Kahdei's cat jump on his lap? There's a Silco if we want it. There's a Dr. Mundo too, which is nice. Like, I'm shocked we haven't rolled deeper here. We're still 30 gold. I mean, there's no way he thinks that this is stable. Okay, I mean, let's see here. I'm shocked that he didn't roll more here. I mean, I like to, you know, give my the people I'm bot reviewing the benefit of the doubt. I mean, maybe his thought is actually with Zyra 3, because that's the idea. He fit Experiment in here with Zyra 3, with Mundo 2. Okay, he is going to roll a bit more, but I mean, maybe this board is stable. Also, just a question for you guys. What is this board? This is Zyra 3 Moonlight Experiment Sorcerer Carry. I saw the board he ended up on. I did not realize that it was... I mean, this is insane. And I mean, he might be... I mean, he might actually be stable on this board, able to push 9. He's got the Mundo too. The Moonlight actually was a beautiful pick in this spot. This is not an augment that I see a lot of people taking, but I mean, it actually put us into an amazing spot. We're gonna pick a bow here for the Nashers, I guess. Yeah, for the Mordekaiser, right? Because that is somebody that we're going to play around this game. I mean, we have him, and we're playing, you know, 2 Dominator right now. And yeah, right now it's obviously gonna go into the Nami, but these Nami items can move over. I mean, come on. This board is too cool. Actually, this board is too cool. I'm so happy I've auto-reviewed this game. I saw a wacky endgame board, but I mean, this is beautiful. The Moonlight take to stabilize the board around the Zyra carry with the Mundo, and then we have the Nami too to back it up. And I mean, obviously, this isn't going to, you know, the Zyra 3 isn't going to, you know, carry us. It's not going to make it the whole game. But I mean, we're going to play it the whole game, and she's going to hold items, and she's going to be a fine secondary carry. This is so cool. Who do you Anomaly here? Calling cards, I mean, Scuttle Familiar, Infectious, we actually rolled over, which is crazy, and he's going to take the Stone Skin here. Rolled over Infectious Anomaly, but once again, I think it makes sense. Our board is you know, if the average comp right now is a 7, our board is like a 7.2. We are just above the line that the rest of the lobby is at right now. And so we need strength right now. So we bypass Infectious Anomaly, but it makes perfect sense. Infectious Anomaly is a scaling anomaly. It's actually weakest right now, and we need to be strong right now again because we lost the early game. 30 HP here, so we need to Well, I mean, we need to pop off. Like this is necessary to win the next few fights, especially because we're also greeting in the spot, right? We're not rolling it down. We're pushing 9 here. I don't know. I mean, this Moonlight pick was genius, actually. This is what TFT is all about. And now we're getting ready to level. We have this Mordekaiser ready to come in. I mean, we could even push into more Conqueror. I wonder what the idea is going to be, because obviously, I mean, we could just play Mordekaiser on this board. It's hard to cut for Sork exactly. I mean, maybe it's not that hard to cut for Sork. I think the Black Rose fitting onto this board as well with stuff like the Vladimir. I mean, this is such a cool board. All right, we are going to level here. Going to get the Muerto Kaiser in here. Roll down now for an Elise 2. Ooh, that is a Warwick here. I mean, you could certainly think about just dropping out a Bruiser and cutting the Nunu here. He ends up actually cutting the Mordekaiser here, making Titans, and then he's just going to play, for now, 4 Experiment. Okay, so his idea all of a sudden is, I mean, Warwick is such a good unit. I mean, we have to play him on this board. We're going to itemize and move the Titans over, and we say goodbye to the Mordekaiser for now. I still think, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we could also end up playing towards like 5 Experiment type stuff. There's an Urgot, so certainly not that interested in that, it sounds like. So we're going to continue to play 4 Experiment here, which is a bit goofy, but I mean, I guess his thought is like, if we do this here, like, are these items really that much better on Mordekaiser than Nami 2, especially with 4 Sorkin? And the answer is probably no. Like, this Mord's not really better until we hit a Mord 2. So, I mean, if you ask me the question that way, I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're right, Kahdei. I mean, obviously, you're right, Kahdei. Oof, we do take a scary loss here, actually, to that board. So we're rolling down really, really desperately here, just for something. I'm not sure what the something is, because we keep skipping Urgot, so the something is not, you know, getting in 5 Experiment. That's obviously not a big spike. We can, like I said, cut the Nunu here for something else, but as far as, like, traits to get in, there's not much. We're going to take the Cloak here. I'm not sure exactly why. I also have no clue what got pinged there, and I don't have the wherewithal to go back and look at it. I mean, I could go back and look at it, but I'm too hyped for what's happening in this game. 18 HP. All right, 4th pick on Carousel. That looks pretty juicy. That is an Experiment emblem that would push us up to 5. Yeah, I mean, this solves all of our problems. Now we get to keep the Nunu on the board. We get to play 5 Experiment. Obviously, it's not, you know, like any kind of crazy 7 Experiment, you know, win the game, though. I mean, we already have the Warwick. We could kind of get back into 7 Experiment if we wanted to. There is, I'm not sure why we're actually, like, benching these guys in this way. But, I mean, I imagine, yeah, you just throw this onto Elise here. We are going to, ooh, that's a Mordekaiser 2. So that's going to come in over one of the Sorks there. Who did we actually, we cut the Nami there. Yeah, and of course, the Nami was always holding these items for the Mordekaiser. So beautiful here. We drop a Sork, and I mean, now we get a Mordekaiser 2 on the board. Beautiful. Wow, I mean, the 5, I mean, yeah, everything there was good. Oh, actually, I am, okay. I like, this is a stupid thing to check, but if I drop it down to 1x speed, does it play the cutscene out correctly? It doesn't play it out. I mean, the replay thing is, I mean, to be fair, this, okay, why am I doing all this work? Just to see if the cutscene will play correctly? Oh, it kind of did. Okay, remind me next time when Kahdei kills somebody. Obviously, you guys aren't going to do that, but I mean, please try. Oh, this is such a nice idea as well. Experiment the Mordekaiser. Who cares about the Morello on him? Yeah, you can move that onto anybody. And the Swain seems, you know, quite solid. Now we have double Mordekaisers. I mean, I love this. This is beautiful. And still the Zyra 3 popping off on this board. I mean, and then the Mordekaiser as well. I mean, now I understand how we got to this crazy board that I saw at the end of the final snapshot. Also, we made it. We cashed out 10 stacks of Conquer. Beautiful. So now that we've cut a Sork, you can, you know, pretty easily cut another Sork. Though I don't know that actually is true, because like if you cut Swain, you're losing Form Swap, you're losing Conquer. That feels bad. And if you cut the Vladimir, you're also losing Black Rose here. I mean, I guess you could fit, you know, you could fit LeBlanc onto this board as well. I mean, ooh, Victor. I mean, okay, Victor over Black Rose here. Answer is still no. And also we get the Edge of Night here for the Mordekaiser. This makes a lot of sense. Oh, okay, so, and we did actually pick up the LeBlanc here. So now it's going to be, yeah, just get the LeBlanc back in. Now we get 4 Sork back in. Yeah, I mean, I think this makes perfect sense. Okay, if we kill this person, I'm gonna drop down to 1x speed. We are. So let me drop down to 1x speed to see if the cutscene works here. It still bugs out, okay. I mean, fair enough. I mean, I know these can work on spectator mode. I don't know why exactly they bug on this, but I mean, it doesn't really matter that much to me. I'll say. I wonder if you have to like click on one of the boards or something. Nah, that doesn't really make any sense. But okay, it's a top 3 locked in. It's 6-2. I mean, the spot is ooh, this is a scary board though. This is that Rebel +1 guy. They have LeBlanc too with Rebel emblem. A lot of stuff going on this board. It doesn't look close at all though. Oh my god. Also, let's just check damage. I'm actually curious to see where Zyra's at. Yeah, 5. I mean, very respectable damage. Same damage as a 2-star 5 cost. This Mordekaiser, who I mean, you know, you usually do not expect 1 costs to keep up with 2-star 5 costs, and you know, we're investing pretty hard into the Zyra, so makes sense. Yeah, I mean, this is really, really nice. Okay, we're gonna fight this board. This is a pretty souped up scrap board as well. We are fighting the clone here. I don't know if there's clone bugs with scrap. Ooh, our Warwick dying that fast is actually really, really, really bad there. Are we gonna lose this fight? Yeah, I mean, that was... Oh, Zyra, go! Okay, that was really, really... if I'm Kahdei, I am excreting bricks in this spot here because that was a really, really scary fight. I feel like we need to protect our Warwick better because our Warwick getting blown up there, that was not okay. I mean, I would consider moving the Warwick even further in and just like making him walk up, like making him take longer to walk up. Even like frontline the Swain and then just block the Warwick in. I know he's not going to get those beautiful Titan stacks, but it's all good. Is somebody 3-star 4 cost hunting here? Doesn't actually look like it, so I'm not sure what we're rolling that deep for. I mean, I guess just for whatever. We're going to fight this guy again. Our Warwick walks up again. Okay, but this time he actually ults to the other side of the board. That's huge. I mean, yeah, look how close this fight is. Okay, we're chilling. We are chilling. All right. I mean, Kahdei, I mean, he locked in for it. And that's it. That was a double kill there. We won the lobby. Oh, my God. All right, let's go back a little bit to get to our... Oh, there. You can actually get... I'm not sure why jumping back here actually fixed it, but whatever. I just wanted to jump back to the start of the round to see our final board here. Just, you know, to show it off for everybody. Because what a pretty final board. I have to say, this was the coolest Moonlight take I've ever seen. One of the coolest augment takes I've seen this set that transformed our spot from a really scary spot into a beautiful spot. We didn't have to roll that deep because of Moonlight. I mean, Moonlight actually allowed us to push 9. The forward thinking as well. I mean, in a scary spot, but he pushed, got 132 gold back from it, and used Moonlight to stabilize, push 9. I mean, what a beautiful game. I mean, shows you why this guy's rank 1. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please, as always, like, comment, subscribe, check out my Metafy, all my links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks as always for watching. Also, go check out the op.gg links I have down below, their overlay, all their good stuff. op.gg has been sponsoring me for a long time, and I feel kind of bad because I haven't been streaming that much at all recently. So go check out go check out those op.gg links. Just click on all of them, download their overlay. It's a nice overlay. Because, you know, they have actually been like really, really good sponsors of the channel. So, you know, go show them some love. And okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.